What's up, everybody? We are here on Hidden Profit Path and Standout Authorities 5 Minutes of Fame. I've got David Archer here with me today. What's up, David?
Not a whole lot, just running the day to day.
Sounds good, brother. Well, this is your 5 minutes to fame, kind of telling everyone a little bit about your background, what you're doing, and what you're doing to affect the world. Give us a little heads up.
I guess my background, training wise, is that I played soccer pretty much all the way through high school, through college, a little bit thereafter. The arts, drawing was always a huge proponent of my background, I think.
Yeah.
So the kind of like creating, sculpting, doing things that are pleasing to the eye,
Right.
mainstays in my life. And so after soccer, I found myself staying with fitness. I ended up getting a degree in exercise sports science, got certified through National Academy of Sports Medicine. And since then, I guess it's been about 10, 12 years now. I've been training in one way, shape, or form, and have found myself falling into a niche of putting men and women on stage who want to do bikini competitions and bodybuilding shows. And I feel like it's been a really enjoyable, challenging, and fun marriage of the creative side plus the analytical, numbers-based side as well.
And again, you're running everything through Precision Fitness right now under that brand. Tell us how you came up, how'd you come up with that brand? What pushed you towards that? And how are you different than every other trainer that's out there right now? Because I know you are, because you're my trainer, and you're helping me to achieve some amazing goals, like getting ready for American Ninja Warriors. So these people, let's tell everyone exactly how awesome you are and why.
Really simply put, the way I came up with Precision Fitness, at the gym I was at a few years back, I started getting, I don't want to say I was being called the form Nazi,
okay.
but I was the form Nazi, I was the effort Nazi, I was a get on your nutrition Nazi. So everything I did just was precise. It was all about, okay, what can I do to really hone in, no matter what the individual's goals are, and make them act, feel, and behave in a way that they get the results in a much, much more accurate, more simplified way. And so I think the other part of that is the fact that as I was growing in my knowledge and in my understanding, is that there's so much information out there. And I think the biggest fallacy in mainstream fitness is that a lot of this information actually is correct. There's a lot of really, really good, valuable information out there that will serve people in a way that they couldn't imagine, but we don't know how to funnel that. We don't know how to, the average Joe doesn't know how to take, 300 pieces of information and say, okay, well, here's the 5 that makes sense for me.
Right.
So those two things kind of naturally bonded together, and so was born Precision Fitness.
Nice. And again, how are you changing the game? You're doing a ton that not a lot of trainers are doing out there right now. And I want the audience to at least get a taste of what you're doing, a little bit of an idea, and hopefully they'll, really want to learn more, and we can actually get you on the full show for Hidden Profit Path.
Well, the biggest thing that I've been doing for probably the last 3 years or so is what people now know as flexible dieting, or if it fits your macros, or macronutrient management, plus the lifestyle, the environmental factor side of things. So yes, the numbers, the diet, and everything play a big role, but people don't take into account how important the biofeedback is as well. How important is your hunger, your sex life, your quality of sleep, the way you feel about what you drive. All of these things play a role into your confidence and your performance in the gym, and that's a cyclical process. All those things can act individually, but they're all connected at the center. And so what we're looking to do with having launched the apparel line, with launching some of these passive products, is really give something to the masses that touches on those things, that makes, again, the program and the goal much more achievable and much more accurate than typical kind of like bro science diets.
Nice.
And we're looking forward pretty soon to doing that internationally as well.
Wonderful, brother. Well, again, let's last little piece. What's something that is just amazing, something unique that maybe people don't know, that they really want to find out more about, that's about you, that you can tell them before we close this out?
Something, I'm not good at bragging.
Come on, brother. There's got to be something you've done that's just crazy that maybe people don't know about, that if they did, they'd be like, wow, I want to know more.
A lot of people think that I've been doing the stage preparation and contest prep for a real long time. And realistically, it's only been a couple of years. And so typically when I tell people that, because of the amount of information that I can provide to people and the amount and the quality of understanding, people assume I've been doing that specifically for a lot of years. But the thing is, I come from a speed and agility background. I come from an art background. I come from a Renaissance background, would be a good way to put it.
Right.
Because I was never, variety is a spice of life. And so everything I've done has kind of culminated to where I am now. And that's allowed me to be as successful as I am with what I'm doing currently. Nice.
All right, brother. Well, I mean, again, last piece, what's the best way for someone to be able to find out more information about Precision Fitness?
You can very easily email me, archer.d.david@gmail.com. Also, you can look at my website. It's www.prefitnet.net if you're curious to see what's happening with transformations, what's happening with product launches. There's a lot of really good stuff coming, so we're pumped about it.
Rock and roll, brother. Hey, I appreciate you being on the show today with Standard Authority. This is Joshua Lee. Have a good one, brother.